Well, what an absolute past couple weeks we've had in the Destiny community. A new season has begun and we've taken a glimpse into the future with what's to come in Lightfall. A couple things right out of the gate though. Strand. Strand looks like so much fun, all the supers looking fantastic as well. Being the filthy hunter main that I am though, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited to have a super based around a kunai with chain. That being said, however, fully expect Strand to be even more busted than Stasis was at Beyond Light launch. We all remember how that was, and I can totally see Strand being even more insane than that. Even a few months back with the leaked picture, you know, the one with the Titan and the green abilities, we saw pretty clearly that the Titan had 3 melee charges. Absolutely freaking nutty. You know what else is nutty? Grappling hooks. Also, anyone notice that somebody at Bungie was binge watching Guardians of the Galaxy before the Lightfall reveal? Like when we first learned of Lightfall, the name alone just brought dread. Had a very doom and gloom presentation to the whole thing. Fast forward to a couple weeks ago, however, now we have bright colors and armor along with a very techno-esque style presentation. Slap Immigrant song on the trailer and all of a sudden Destiny just found a place in the MCU. We're even getting a new race, the Cloud Striders of Neptune, where this whole shindig with cows is gonna go down at. Super high-tech race with crazy weaponry to boot. So crazy that the auto rifle you can get by pre-ordering the expansion is quite literally breaking the game and already disabled. Telesto lovers are looking fondly down on their new son already. The Cabal are also getting a major facelift as they're coming to conquer Neptune for the Vapor God himself, the Witness. Looks like they're going to have the powers of the darkness at their back too, like Phalanx shields needed any more help. And I'm sure they're going to have some new toys to try and blow us up with as well. I, for one, am actually excited to see the physical form of Callus, and not just some giant floating head that I have to shoot or tell me, lol, you're gonna get wrecked, nerd. Seems like, at least based on the trailer, we're finally going to get the throw down with the fallen Emperor himself. And yes, I will very much still be teabagging him right before I turn him into my shiny new toy to go destroy his armies with. Speaking of enemies, we're finally going to get to face some of the Witness's own, the Tormentors. These guys look absolutely terrifying. I mean, yeah, last season, one of the coolest things for that season was the fact we got to use a freaking scythe to slay out with. These guys, at least from the art that was shown, look like actual Grim Reapers though. Can't wait to get an armor set based off of them. All in all, Lightfall is looking to be one of the most standout expansions for Destiny, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Now that I'm done blowing my load that I've held in for 2 weeks, let's talk about the new season. Season of the Plunder. First of all, it's pirate season. Second of all, it's a Fallen themed season, and I am all for that. Aramis is broken out of the ice we left her in and is now trying to plunder some booty. Take that sentence as you will. Anywho, it's up to us to form our own crew with Drifter, Mithrax, and a new character, Ido, who I am very much enjoying her dynamic with old Pop so far. We're a few weeks in and the story is okay. Not really emotionally heavy like it was last season yet, but I can definitely see things getting a little spicy, especially since the spider is involved and only cares about getting power and getting ahead. There are a few different seasonal activities to do this season, the first of which is Catch Crash, which is quite literally a space battle between 2 ships in space. Like, how freaking long did it take for this to actually happen? That aside, you start by cleaning enemies off your catch, relining your cannons to counterattack, then like something out of Sea of Thieves, hopping into a cannon to shoot yourself across and board the enemy ship. From there, you'll have to make your way through the ship doing different encounters till you reach the boss. Keep in mind the encounters are not always set, however from what I can see the encounters are pretty limited. Boss fights so far have had their own little things here and there to keep you from absolutely melting them, but for the most part the boss fights are pretty easy, especially with how crazy some of our builds can get now with the 3.0 light subclasses. The next activity is Expedition. You'll receive a Captain's Atlas from the star chart in the helm, which essentially serves as our new hub for the seasonal bounties and weapons for the duration of the season. But with the Captain's Atlas, you can put in different treasure maps to kinda sorta target the loot you want to get, whether it be armor or weapons or even glimmer if you're broke like me. Pretty simple activity all in all. Kind of a go here and shoot enemies, go there and shoot enemies, throw your loot at the payload from Overwatch, rinse, repeat till done. The last activity is a pirate hunt. Short and sweet activity to progress the seasonal story, roll up and kill the boss of the week, and grab the relic to go back to the helm and place. Pretty easy. How could I forget as well? The last of our 3.0 subclass reworks, Arc 3.0. Won't go into the nitty gritty of it, but I will say it does feel good. Going super fast and jolting and blinding enemies, really fun that. Plus all the extra damage resist you can get and the fact you're encouraged to play up close and aggressive with it. Besides the little whoopsie with Arc Staff earlier in the season, Arc 3.0 stacks up quite nicely with Void and Solar. I still think Solar is probably the most dominant out of the three, but I digress. I have a few ideas for what's to come in the coming weeks. Namely, I do think some sort of betrayal is going to happen, maybe Spider down the line. Considering though we've pretty much followed the prediction of Vox Obscura to a T at this point, it ain't looking so good. Just a way too early prediction for next season, but I think we're absolutely screwed. Like, we'll have to wait and see what happens this season and how everything plays out, but I just don't see a scenario where we're heading into Lightfall feeling like winners. Also, Crucible got loose skill-based matchmaking back this season, which at least in my experience, doesn't feel so loose, but that's a whole other discussion. I am curious to see where the story goes from here though, and how it all ties into the overarching theme that the Witness is coming and we're not ready. But that's just been some thoughts I've been having over the past few weeks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below though. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to hit that big red sub button to be my little PogChamp. You know you wanna. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.